Hey, Mom, I'm here. Are you around? Oh, you're here. You're much earlier than I expected. I guess the traffic was good. My electric seems to have gone out, and I can't turn the lights on for some reason. Would you take a look at it for me? Sure thing, Mom. I've brought some spare bulbs and bits with me, too, in case they could be helpful. I'm sure there are plenty of companies selling things like this nearby, but I figured it was pretty urgent that we got your lights back on. Couldn't you have gone and asked one of the workers there for help?
I did give your mom one of their business cards the last time we had a problem like this, so she could call them herself. Of course, we're more than happy to help with things when we can make the time to come over. It takes us about 2 hours to drive over here, though, as you know, Kate. We just can't come over every single time you need something. It doesn't work with our jobs and stuff. I'm sure it's frustrating for you, too, to have to sit and wait for us to get here when you just want the problem to be fixed.
So you're saying that you won't even come to help when my electricity is broken? You want me to just sit here in the dark?
No, I don't mean that at all. I just think it would be easier for you to try calling the place around the corner that I gave you the number for when we can't come and help you ourselves. I think you would feel much more comfortable if you could get things fixed more quickly, and I'm sure they would be very friendly.
It's not like you're doing anything to help when you come over. You just sit there and watch your husband fixing all the wires and changing light bulbs. What am I supposed to do without a man at home? It's not like I know how to deal with these things. I called your father-in-law, too, but he has some excuse like always. Apparently, he couldn't come and help me because he had to go to a fishing meeting. Whatever that is. This is exactly why I divorced him. He never showed up to support me when I needed help. It was like living on my own. Mom, remember that you weren't a perfect wife either. Everyone has their flaws, you know. Be honest with me. If you were in Dad's position, don't you think you would get frustrated if you were constantly getting phone calls asking for help with little jobs? When did I ever do that? He always ignored me and made it seem like I was so annoying for wanting to spend time together. Did he really think I didn't have options? When I was younger, there were men lining up for a date with me. You might not know this, actually, but your father has a new girlfriend. He's been seeing her for a little while, the snake. I bet he didn't tell you about that, did he? I bet that's why he said we should only put my name on the paperwork for this house when we bought it, so he could have an easy escape. He always had a talent for stabbing people in the back.
That sounds like the two of you could have learned a lesson from living together and knowing you were having problems.
Are you really going to side with your father-in-law so quickly? You don't even know the full story of what happened. What did he tell you? I'm sure he's been filling your head with lies, just so you would think he was right and I was wrong. Goodness, children really don't know how to respect their mothers and elders these days. It's such a shame to see. Well, if you're here anyway, then you might as well set the table for lunch. It's not like you're helping with the lights. I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten yet. You can just make something simple, like a tray of sliders and a jug of iced tea. I'm sure even you could manage that. The ingredients should all be in the fridge, and I think there's a jug in the cupboard above the sink. Can you handle it?
Of course, Kate. Don't worry about it.
Last time you cooked for me, it was much too salty. I couldn't even eat it, so just make sure you don't do that again. It's a waste of food. I can't believe you've been married for 4 years and you still haven't given me a grandchild. What are you waiting for? Mom, Lily is working full-time like me. We're busy focusing on our careers. If you keep asking about it, though, maybe we will think about having a family. Our situation has been improving, so I'm sure it will happen one day. Oh, really? Well, then I had better keep asking you about when I'm going to be a grandmother so it happens sooner.
What? Why would he say something like that?
Come on, Lily, hurry up with the food. I'm starving. It's already 11:30 and I didn't have any breakfast. I don't want to be eating the first meal of the day at 2 in the afternoon. Hurry up! Huh? What did you do to the food? The meat in these sliders is so tough I can barely bite into them. And why is everything so salty again? How do you expect me to eat this? I specifically told you to use less salt.
I did taste everything while I was cooking, and the seasoning all seemed fine to me. Is it not to your taste?
If we're going to have another argument about it, maybe it would be better if we went out to eat somewhere. You should try to be more careful next time, babe. Now we're going to have to throw all this food out. I hope you didn't do this on purpose, did you?
I'm sorry? No, of course not. Why would I do something like that?
You did, didn't you? That must be what happened, since I've shown you so many times how to follow my recipe and make them perfectly. Do you think you can treat me like this because I live in a house that you own? Are you looking down on me?
No, absolutely not. Why would that have anything to do with the food I make for you?
It's not like you bought this house specifically so I could live in it. You heard about the redevelopment plans for this neighborhood and decided to invest. Don't act like you did this for me. It would have been a waste to leave the house sitting empty, as you well know. I decorated it and made it my own because I knew it would be better to make it look like a home that actually had someone living in it, instead of some cold, empty shell. Why are you acting as though you're my landlord? I'm the one doing you a favor, really. You know, you should show your in-laws more respect than this. It's not very impressive manners. As my daughter-in-law, you should be doing your best to show that you're grateful to me and be thankful that I let you marry my son.
Kate, I promise. I followed your recipe exactly. I didn't change anything about the sliders and cooked them exactly like you taught me. I think it just must not be to your tastes anymore. Maybe the flavors you like have changed recently? I don't think I've been acting like I'm just your landlord. That doesn't seem fair.
Oh, look at you talking back to me. You're just proving my point that you don't respect me. If your mother-in-law doesn't like the food you make her, that's a problem. Instead of arguing with her and saying it's her fault, you should just apologize and go and make it again. It's not like I want us to have a difficult relationship. I want us to get along. But how are we supposed to do that when you're always deliberately trying to cause problems and start an argument with me? Huh? You're causing issues between us on purpose. She's right, Lily. You should really try to do better. Mom, do you want to just go to that new cafe around the corner from here? It looks pretty good. Sure thing. It's such a shame to be wasting all this food. And now we have to spend more money on eating out. Make sure you've turned off the oven and all the appliances before we go out, Lily. I don't want a huge bill at the end of the month.
Yes, of course, Kate.
Why couldn't you have practiced cooking a bit before you went to see her? You made her so uncomfortable, having to tell you that the food was bad.
Are you actually trying to say you think this is my fault? Let's be honest. There was nothing wrong with that food, and she made it seem like it was completely inedible. I have never been told I can't cook before by anyone. None of my friends or family have ever mentioned it. It's difficult for me, too, always being told I'm not good enough at anything whenever we go to see your mom. I'm stressed enough as it is with everything we have going on in our life. I can't handle her always nagging me about every little thing.
Don't you think my mom is pretty lonely on her own? She's a divorced woman. She's going through a really tough time. She doesn't even speak to my dad anymore. I think she just wants some company sometimes. If I had known this was going to happen, I would have told my dad to hang on in there instead of giving up and separating. I never expected he would file for divorce. I always thought they would be together forever, even after she had an affair.
I mean, an affair seems like a fair reason to end a marriage. I guess your dad just couldn't trust her anymore. Honestly, I can understand where he was coming from. He had been really patient with your mom needing help with everything for years. He always went over and helped with things in the house that needed fixing. And I remember he even did paperwork for her a few times when she was finding it confusing. It must have been tough for him to have to keep going back and forth to help her with all those jobs. I'm pretty sure he told me he's never received any alimony from her since they separated either.
I think he just wanted to get things over with. Trying to get that from her would have only dragged things out longer. Besides, I know he already has loads of money in savings. This wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about, though. Just be more careful to do a better job the next time you cook for my mom. Just think about how lonely she must be, now that she's separated and divorced. She doesn't need you making a nasty meal for her on top of that and wasting all her food. Can't you just make an effort to understand why she got upset? You should try to be the bigger person, instead of getting into fights with her all the time. It's like you deliberately tried to make her feel bad for living in a house that we bought.
What are you talking about? I can't believe you would think I would do something like that. It's just not true.
You know, if you were like other girls, you would respect your mother-in-law and be patient with her while she's going through a difficult time. Instead, you just say exactly what you think without trying to be kind or polite.
Are you serious? Am I supposed to just put up with her demands and complaints just because she's my mother-in-law? Surely you realize that having to do that would just make me resent her, not make her grow closer.
Just try to do a better job, okay? I saw her in another room earlier and it looked like she was taking some kind of sleeping pill. I guess because she needed to relax. You need to talk to her more kindly so she doesn't feel so stressed out all the time. If she had a daughter of her own, she would be able to talk more openly about her mental health and get some support. I am all she has, though, and I don't think she wants to have to dump everything on me. She's worried I'll end up getting stressed too, I think. You should try to act more like her own daughter instead of treating her like a stranger and being so distant.
You've seen how she bosses me around like I was her daughter. I don't think she needs to feel closer to me like that. I'm not really a relative.
Don't you think a daughter-in-law counts as a relative? Oh, I forgot to mention this to you. I'm going on a business trip for a few days, starting tomorrow. I'll be back before too long.
A business trip? Why are you only just mentioning this now? I had no idea you were going away.
My boss called me earlier and told me he needed me to go. One of the companies that we work with is based out of town, and it sounds like there has been some kind of disagreement that I need to go and sort out. Apparently, I have to go and visit the other business in the area, too, to make a good impression and stuff. You know this. My boss has been giving me all the bad jobs recently. It's not like I want to spend days out in the sticks like this. I'm tired just thinking about having to drive all that way to do a sales pitch to our clients.
You're back in a few days, though, right? Before the weekend?
I honestly don't know. The boss didn't really give me much information. I don't even know where I'm staying out there yet. I'm an employee, so I just have to do as I'm told. There's no point trying to argue, so I might as well get it done. I just wanted to let you know what my plans were.
Okay, no problem. Text me when you get there, and keep me updated with your plans. You really worried me the last time you went on a business trip. There was one day when you didn't text me even once, and I thought something had happened to you.
How am I supposed to text you if I'm working all day? Anyway, I'll try to be in contact more this time. My mom might have a problem that she needs help with while I'm away. If she calls, I want you to head over straight away and see what you can do, okay?
Fine, I will. You don't need to make such a fuss about it, you know. Of course I would help her. You know your mom always calls me first when she needs something anyway. Hi, Rich. It's been a while since we last spoke. How are you?
Hi there, Lily. It's great to talk to you. Just a quick call, but I heard you had to visit Kate and fix her lights yesterday. That must have been really inconvenient. I'm sorry. She asked me to go over and help too, and I told her I could bring some new bulbs if she would wait for a bit until I was free. I guess she was too impatient though, and interrupted you guys having a nice peaceful day. That must be so frustrating for you both, having to go over so often.
Oh, it was really no problem. She thought the electric had gone, but it was actually just the bulb in her downstairs bathroom. We got it fixed really quickly, and I think it was a relief for everyone. The floor in there gets really slippery, as you know, so we were worried that she might slip and fall if she couldn't see properly in the dark.
Well, however you feel about the situation, she has clearly been very lucky to have ended up with a daughter-in-law like you. I'll do my best to get her to stop bothering you and Dolly. I keep telling her that I don't mind going over to help, so I just can't understand why she keeps bothering you two kids.
Honestly, it's not a problem, Rich. Have you been doing well? How are you? Kate mentioned that you've been fishing again recently. The weather has been great.
Yeah, some friends and I met up and went out to the lake recently. It was really fun. I hadn't seen them in a while, so it was good to catch up. At first, when I retired and started living on my own, I must say it was a bit lonely. I was struggling to put myself out there and find people to spend time with. I've adapted now, and seeing my friends every so often is enough for me. I've been doing much better lately.
You know, Rich, this might be a bit rude of me to say, but it's been on my mind. You're still pretty young, especially to be retired. You're only 66 years old. Have you thought about trying to find yourself a girlfriend? I'm sure there are lots of women who would love to be with you.
So that's what's been on your mind. I must say, I didn't see that coming. Come on now, though. A girlfriend. At my age. Who would want me? I'm sick and tired of dating now. I just don't have the energy. Besides, after Kate had an affair, I find it pretty hard to trust people I'm interested in. After spending 35 years with her, I don't think I've fully moved on yet either. That's a long time to just forget about and try to start over. I don't have the energy or heart to try to meet someone new. I'm plenty happy enough just meeting up with a friend every so often for a drink or to go fishing. Don't you worry about me, sweetie. I'm very happy with my life now, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
I know you say that, but I think about you being all alone in that house and it makes me worry that you're feeling isolated. I had always planned on coming to see you regularly and talk in person, but I've been so busy with work and everything lately that I just can't find the time.
It's good to be busy when you're young. You're getting started with your career and seeing your friends. Don't feel bad. Like I said, I'm not lonely at all. If anyone is busy, it's your mother-in-law. She never used to make an effort to stay in touch with me, but recently she calls me all the time about one thing or another. She made such a fuss about me filing for divorce, but she was the one who had an affair. I guess being lonely now is her karma. She has a very strange personality anyway, so I doubt she's had much luck finding new friends. Don't you think? I bet it's tough for you to spend much time with her.
Honestly, it's no problem. You spent years living with her. I'm sure that was more difficult. Anyway, I have to go now, but I'm glad you're doing well. Let's try to find time to go out for a meal soon.
Sounds good. Have a good day, honey.
I just got to the client's office. Thought I should call and let you know. I'll be back as soon as I can, okay?
Sounds good. Don't drink too much and be safe. You haven't been well lately. You should try to take it easy. You're always speeding too, and it's dangerous. Be careful.
I know. You're always nagging me. I'll see you the day after tomorrow.
See you soon.
Lily, are you at home right now?
I am, Kate. Is something wrong? What's up?
Oh, it's nothing. I just came out to meet some friends for food at a restaurant near my place. I went and tried to pay, but the card machine is saying I don't have enough in my account to cover the bill. I told them that I would pay, since they had come over to a place that was near me. It was the least I could do for their trouble. I said it would be my treat today, and now I can't pay. I'm all flustered now. The machine just suddenly stopped working, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, really? No problem. I can come over now and see what I can do to help. I'll be there as soon as possible.
Good. Come here quickly. The employees keep looking at me and whispering. It's very embarrassing and starting to cause a scene.
Wow, I can't believe your daughter-in-law really came to help. What a kind young woman. I wish my daughter-in-law was like that, but she never wants to even talk to me. You're so lucky.
I told you, didn't I? She takes very good care of me. Always coming over if I need help with something. Anyway, now that you're here, you should just sort out the payment first. If you just pay up now, we can avoid causing a scene and having the staff think we're trying to avoid paying. Come on now, hurry up. What kind of young person doesn't have the generosity to help out their elders?
I'm sorry. Here, you can take this card and use it to pay.
What is there to be sorry about? No need to apologize. As you get older, you will realize that sometimes things like this just happen. It's no big deal if you just pay up. The problem will be fixed straight away. No harm done. Why are you acting guilty when you're the one helping?
Well, we had a great time. The food here really is amazing. I know you said your daughter-in-law was like a human piggy bank, and I guess you were right. You must be so proud to have a daughter-in-law like her, instead of just the average girl these days who doesn't know how to respect her elders. Didn't you say she had a job in financial technology? It's no wonder she's already managed to buy 2 houses at such a young age. It's really very impressive. And she was so smart to give one of the properties to you, since she can't possibly live in 2 houses, and now you can take care of it for her.
Oh, it had nothing to do with being smart. My son told her that's what they should do. She just agreed. What would she know about property management? Besides, Ollie went to a much better university than Lily. She's nothing special, really. He went to one of the top Ivy League colleges, you know.
Doesn't really matter which college you went to these days. Employers want to see experience and real skills. They don't care about grades. Besides, the most important thing to look for in a daughter-in-law is whether she will take good care of you. And Lily clearly does. I'm so jealous of you, Kate. If I had a daughter-in-law half as successful, I would be walking around the neighborhood showing her off to everyone I passed on the street. Aren't you proud to have such a great daughter-in-law?
It's like I told you. You should never accept some stubborn, headstrong girl as your son's wife. You have to find a girl that will listen to you and do as she's told. It doesn't matter a bit if she's smart or has a good job. You just need her to be well-behaved and respectful. Lily, I'm going to stay here and chat with my friend a bit longer, but you're free to go now this is fixed. Since my card isn't working still, you should give me some cash or lend me your card so I can still pay for things.
No, don't worry about it. I'll pay. You've already bought us all this food. Don't worry about it. I did say I didn't mind paying for our meal earlier. You just wouldn't let me.
I suggested that we get together, so of course I'm paying for everything today. Put your wallet back in your bag. What are you doing, Lily? I thought I told you to give me some money.
Well, it's just... I don't have any cash on me right now. That's all.
Well, give me your card then. It's not difficult. I'll call you later when we're finished hanging out, so you can come back and pick up your card from my place. Oh, and make sure you drive over. I need you to take me and my friend back to her house later when we've finished chatting.
I live in the opposite direction to you, though. I don't want to be taking her the wrong way out of town.
Why does that matter? She's my daughter-in-law. It's really the least she could do. Anyway, Lily, I thought I told you to give me your card. You're just procrastinating. Come on. I'm busy. Hurry up. You did bring your card with you, didn't you? I'll give it back to you later, so just hand it over.
Kate, I'm just not sure about handing over my whole wallet. Man, she's not going to listen anyway. She clearly just wants me to hand it over and get out of her way. What am I, some kind of personal assistant and bank? Why should I pay for her afternoon out with her friend? My work had just given me today as some extra time off for working so hard too. And now I'm out here doing this.
Why have you got such a miserable expression on your face? I treated my friend to some coffee and cake earlier, that's all. Why are you acting like something is wrong?
I'm not. Nothing is wrong. I'm just tired from driving around a lot today. I was a bit surprised, though. I checked my mobile banking earlier, and it said you had spent $100. I was kind of shocked that you would spend so much. I knew you had said you were going to a cafe, but it looks like you used it at a mall, too, buying some clothes or something.
My friend had some real bad luck with her daughter-in-law, and she was very jealous that you were so well-behaved. In the whole time this girl has been married to her son, she has never once bought her anything nice. One of the stores we passed had a luxury scarf in the window that my friend said she really liked. I bought it for her as a gift, since her daughter-in-law would never have the sense to buy her anything. She was complaining about it all day, so I thought it would make her feel better if someone bought her something nice.
I can understand that, but why did you buy it with my card? Surely if you wanted to buy a present for your friend, you should have waited until your card was fixed and you could pay for it yourself. I don't mind paying for your food, since she is a friend of my mother-in-law's at the end of the day. Buying her a luxury scarf with my card doesn't seem fair, though. I only met her for the first time today. Why would I spend so much on her?
Are you really that short on money that you're stressing over this? Are you expecting me to pay you back for it?
I'm just a bit surprised that you would spend so much of my money without asking me if it was okay first. It wasn't even her birthday or anything, which I might be able to understand a bit better. I tried to call you earlier when I saw that my card had been used, but you didn't answer. I was worried you might have dropped it and someone else had picked it up and used it.
It was really busy at the mall, so I guess I couldn't hear my phone ringing over all the noise. You're being so cheap right now. I can't believe you're arguing over this. Didn't you hear anything my friend said earlier? She was talking about how successful you are and saying she wished her daughter-in-law earned as much money as you. And now you're going to start chasing me for $100, even though you have a great job and you agreed to lend me your card. Wow, this is really pathetic. You should be ashamed of yourself, speaking to your mother-in-law like this. If you're that short on money, you're in real trouble. Fine, I'll just pay you back the $100, huh? Are you happy now? The more I get to know about you, the more your behavior reminds me of my ex-husband. Both of you hate spending money or doing nice things for people. You're so cheap. Huh! Maybe that's why the two of you always got along so well. You're so similar.
God, I am so exhausted. That was such a long day. I didn't even get 5 minutes to myself for a quick rest. I was just driving all over the place for Kate, taking her here and there. I don't care how important it is for a daughter-in-law to help out her mother-in-law when she needs it. This is really just too much. Oh, looks like Ollie has just texted me. Wait, what is this? A photo? Why has he sent me a photo of him and some woman? Surely... What the heck did you just send me? Are you even on a business trip right now?
What do you want? Yes, of course I am. Where is this coming from? I told you so many times that I would be away for a few days. I even called you earlier and told you I had arrived at the client's offices. What more do you want? And why are you asking me what I sent you? I don't know what you're talking about.
You just sent me a photo. Why are you taking photos of yourself cuddled up with some woman and sending it to me?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I guess I sent it to the wrong person by mistake. No, it's nothing really. She's just a colleague that I'm close with. She got sent on this work trip too.
Do you normally take photos kissing your female colleague on the cheek? I feel like that would be outside your job description. Why are you flirting with your colleagues?
I can see what you mean, but... You're being so possessive. It's really weird. Everyone does stuff like this these days. It's called being friends with your coworkers.
Stop talking nonsense and get back here right now. We need to talk.
I'm so far out of the city right now. How do you expect me to just jump in the car and drive back? Can't we talk about this tomorrow?
You want to talk about this tomorrow? After you spent the night with this female coworker? Do you want to enjoy the rest of your little trip properly since you've already been caught? Might as well, right? You had better be home today or we're going to have a serious problem.
Fine, fine. I'll drive back now. Just stop nagging. I'm home. I drove so fast I almost got in an accident, so I hope you're happy. I was scared out of my mind driving so fast down the highway. I'm telling you, that thing that happened earlier is no big deal. I promise you, it's nothing. We're just friends from work. I swear there's nothing else going on besides that. I don't really care about her.
So you're trying to tell me you're not having an affair? That's very strange. Earlier, she was just a close friend, and now you're trying to say you don't really care about her. It sounds like there must be something between you two.
I was so confused earlier. You were asking so many questions all of a sudden. Can't we just move on from all this? She's just a colleague who joined the company recently. I've been training her up at work. We got to know each other that way, and we've hung out a couple of times outside of work since then. That's all. I'm either at work or at home, so I didn't see why I should turn down a chance to do something else and see the city a bit. We were just having some fun and hanging out. Honestly, I was going to talk to her about it anyway. She's really young, and I was getting tired of spending time with someone who acted kind of childish. I think she's gotten too attached to me. She kept begging me not to leave after you called earlier. But I did leave. I came to you as soon as you asked me to. That's what is really important, don't you think?
Why are you acting so confident when you just admitted that you've been having an affair? No matter how you try to hide it and make it seem like less than it is, cheating is cheating. And don't go trying to make excuses saying she seduced you and you had no choice. I'm not going to feel sorry for you even if she did. We wouldn't be in this situation if you hadn't done what you did. Wait a minute. Has every late night at the office and out-of-town work trip just been you going to visit this girl? How long has this been going on for? I mean, I know you said your boss trusted you with everything he needed you to do. But still, I thought it was weird that you were the person he would call every time something happened at work and he needed help. God, how could I have been so blind? Do you know what I spent my day doing today? I spent the day driving your mom around to meet her friends and go to every cafe in town. Did you seriously leave me to be bossed around by your mom and spend all day as her personal assistant, just so you could go on holiday with some other woman?
Come on, I said I was sorry. That was why I came back straight away, so that I could apologize in person. I'm a man. It's natural that I would want to cheat. These things happen sometimes. My mom cheated too. Didn't you kind of expect this? I guess it just runs in the family.
What did you just say? My God, you sound like you're proud of yourself. Because you couldn't keep it in your pants and stay faithful to your wife.
Babe, I already said that I'm sorry. It won't happen again. So can we just move on and stop talking about this? I'm exhausted. I just want to go to sleep.
What do you mean, just move on? Are you kidding? I'm going to start the paperwork to file for a divorce tomorrow, so you should expect that.
What? You're going to file for a divorce just because of this? You must be crazy. How could you move on so quickly?
I'm not crazy. You are. You had an affair and expected there to be no consequences? I have spent so long walking on eggshells and waiting for you to mess up. And it's finally happened. And then you came all the way here, expecting that to be enough for me to forgive you? Did you think I was just letting you and your mom walk all over me because I thought you were attractive? I'm a very desirable woman, and I'm not stupid. When your dad retired, I bought a house and gave it to your parents without expecting anything. I found a great neighborhood with walkable streets and lots of parks where they could enjoy their older years in a place that was safe and convenient. I picked that house for them specifically because of where it was and the kind of neighborhood it was in. Then not long afterwards, the two of them got divorced and it was your mom who ended up staying in the house. She has never thanked me for what I did for them and just takes everything I do for granted. I've made so many sacrifices for her, and it's never enough. I don't want to start fights or cause a conflict in the family, so I've always kept my mouth shut and done what she asked. I held in everything I was struggling with because I didn't want to worry you or stress you out. But now it seems you're happy to treat me like I'm just a cash cow. Exactly like your mom always has. I can't stand being married to you and having to deal with your mom anymore. So I'm filing for divorce. I've had enough. You can get out of my house right now and tell your mom she has to move out of the other place right now. I've done enough for both of you.
Why are you being so aggressive all of a sudden? This is so unlike you. And when have I ever treated you like a cash cow? You're my wife. I know what you think of my mom and dad, so I know these are empty threats. You're not serious about any of this. Come on now. I told you I made a simple mistake. That's all. Just give me another chance, okay? And there's no need for all this fuss. It's not right to end a marriage over this. This is no reason to file for divorce. Just calm down. Where am I supposed to go if you kick me out, huh? Did you think about that? What this is going to do to me in my life?
If you don't think this is a good enough reason to get a divorce, then what do you think would be enough? Where do you draw the line in what's okay in a marriage? Whatever. It doesn't matter how much you talk and try to get out of this. I'm getting a divorce. I've had enough.
Look, Lily, I'll get down on my knees and beg for another chance. Is that what you want? Oh, please, please, Lily. You've always been such a kind and generous person. Won't you forgive me just this once? Please don't kick me out.
All this time, you had been having an affair? Did you think I wouldn't find out? Or that I would forgive you straight away? Because you were wrong about both.
Please, babe, just give me a bit of time. I promise I can make things right. It's not right to file for divorce straight away. We should at least talk about this. It's almost my mom's birthday. You can't do this to her right before she wants to celebrate. Think about what that would do to her.
Wow. Right up until the finish line, you think about your mom's feelings over mine. My marriage just ended, and you're worried about her birthday?
Well, however you feel about it, we shouldn't get a divorce right away. Just think about things and you'll come around. You need to stop reacting so emotionally and put some rational thought into this whole situation. Besides, I've already told the other girl to stop contacting me. I've ended things with her. We're over. If I can get a new job at a different company, I'll do that too, so I don't work with her anymore. Please, honey, just give me one more chance. I can fix this. The way you talk about things is like I've been neglecting you the whole time we've been married, and that just isn't true. I promise, from now on, I'm going to treat you like a princess. You'll never have to lift a finger or worry about me cheating on you again. Please trust me one more time.
How do you expect me to trust a single word you say? You've been lying to me for months and I had no idea.
But I said I won't ever lie to you again. That's how you can trust me. It was only a small lie, but if you want, I will beg you to forgive me on my hands and knees all night. I'll do whatever it takes for you to take me back. Just give me until my mom's birthday, huh? What do you say? It's only a week away. Surely you can wait that long and give me a chance to prove myself to you again. Just give me until then. Please.
I don't see myself changing my mind about this in the next week. I feel so betrayed right now. And I know I will feel the same about it after your mom's birthday. Why wait to get it over with?
Well, if you really do still feel the same way in a week, then I promise I will sort out all the paperwork so we can file for a divorce. I'll pay alimony too, with no complaints or hassle, if you can just give me this chance. Please, babe. You must realize that I'm right. This is a great deal for you.
You should remember, this isn't giving you another chance. This is giving you the time to sort out the paperwork. Otherwise, we're going to have issues with splitting savings and finances too, which will be super complicated.
I know. Thank you, Lily. I promise I'm going to do right by you and show you that I can be the husband you deserve.
Hello?
Not a word from you to ask if I got home safely yesterday. Don't you care about my safety and well-being? What's wrong with you? This is really the basics of being a good person, you know. Not even just being a good daughter-in-law.
What are you calling about, Kate? If there's something you need, just say it. I'm busy right now. I don't have time for this.
Are you still angry with me? You're acting very immature about this whole situation.
If you don't have anything to ask me for or talk to me about, I'm just going to hang up. Another thing, it would be great if you could transfer me the $100 back as soon as possible. I told you I don't want to pay for your friend's gift.
Wait a second. Why are you being so rude? Stop hurrying me! You've never acted like this before. I'm trying to tell you I've been thinking about what happened. I'm actually going on a trip with that same friend that you met to Hawaii next week. I'm sure you would have sent me some money anyway once you found out I was going on a trip, so I could buy souvenirs and gifts and things. Why don't we just call it quits and say that we're even?
So are you saying you're not going to pay back my $100?
No, it's not that I'm just not paying you. Don't be silly. I'm just saying that I imagine it is a similar amount of money to what you would have given me for my holiday. So let's just not bother transferring back and forth. I'll just assume that you've already paid me. I don't understand why you can't understand this. It's really not very complicated. Anyway, let's just take $100 of the money you were going to give me today, and we'll say we're done.
What? You want me to give you more money?
Of course! I expect you will want to give me about another $100 before I go on my trip. You know how expensive things are getting in Hawaii. It's all over the news. It is technically an international holiday, so it isn't cheap. That's why I expect you will be sending me some more money. Right?
Oh my god, she's actually being serious. I can't believe this.
What did you say? I didn't hear you. Stop muttering! It's very rude.
Oh, nothing. Sure, I'll send you the money. You're going there next week, right? I'll send it just before your flight.
Finally! Now you understand. Sure, I'll check I've received it before my flight. Welcome home, babe. Good work today. I've made dinner and set the table. So come on through and let's eat.
When did you get home from work? Normally you get home way later than me.
It hasn't been so busy at work lately, so I managed to leave a bit early. Come on, the food is getting cold. Have a seat. You must be tired.
Wait, what is this flavor? This food tastes weird, and it's really dry, too. I feel like the seasoning on everything is really strange, and everything is so salty. What did you do to it? If you're going to make food, you should at least make it properly. Now we're not going to eat this, and it's a waste of food and money.
Oh, really? That's weird. I kept tasting everything while I was cooking, and it seemed fine to me.
That's because you were making things to fit your tastes, not mine. You should try harder next time. Anyway, this is really bad and I don't want it. Go and make it again, and try to season it to my tastes this time, and not your own. I'm hungry, come on! I've had such a long day at work.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll go and remake it. Give me just a minute.
Oh, and another thing. You need to sweep and mop the floors after dinner. They're all covered in dust and just look really bad. It's embarrassing when we have guests. We might both have office jobs, but this house is mine and I let you live here with me. If you won't do at least the housework to repay me, I might have to reconsider our arrangement. Honestly, I don't know why I was doing all the cleaning and letting you sit around for so long in a house that I own. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. I'll do the cleaning too, right after I remake your dinner. You just rest up, and I'll bring your food in a bit.
Sure. I'm going to test you on all this later, so make sure you do it right this time.
I just need to focus on getting her to stop saying she is going to file for a divorce first. Please, baby, just try to understand my situation here. My wife has a difficult personality. She's really stubborn, so I just have to go with what she says. It's always been like this. You know that. Please, just give me some time.
Still, it's so sad that I won't get to see you for ages. Why don't you just let her file for divorce? Would that be so bad?
No, baby. That wouldn't go well for either of us. You know that. I already told you. My wife owns 2 apartments and my mom is living in one of them. I live in the other. And even if it's small, I want to get my name on the papers before I divorce her. It hasn't even been 4 years since we got married. So if we did get a divorce, she would definitely get almost everything. Especially since the apartments were hers anyway. It wouldn't make sense for me. No matter what happens, I have to make sure things end well for me in my divorce. Then we can be together and I promise I will take good care of you for the rest of our lives. Can you wait for me? Just a little while longer.
Okay, fine. Don't be too nice to your wife, though, or I might get jealous and you don't want that.
Of course not. I would never. All I want to do is make your life easier. I don't really care about her at all. It's a labor of love, but I want us to have a happy life together. If we do things like I say and follow my plan, we will even have our own apartment to live in with my name on the paperwork. Won't that be great? Just you and me. If we only manage to get my mom's name on the apartment she's living in, it's game over and we would have to move in with her. That's a problem, and I want to avoid it if we can.
So, as soon as you get your name on your apartment, you're going to divorce her, right?
Of course I am. I don't want to be married to her anymore. I just need her money. Just remember not to contact me for a little while, so that we can be together properly soon. She can't find out that we're still talking to each other. I should go back inside now before she notices I've been gone for a while. It's so dumb. I had to tell her I was taking the trash out so that I would be able to call you. It means I have to be quick though, or she might get suspicious.
That's okay, babe. See you at work then.
See you at work. What is all this? Why have you taken everything out of the fridge and put it all over the counters?
I thought you could clean the fridge out. It's getting pretty smelly, and there are puddles at the bottom of the drawers. If you can do this, I'm going to sort out the wardrobe and tidy all the clothes in our room. It's been a while since we deep cleaned the place, so I thought we could get it done today.
I just cleaned everything yesterday, though.
You didn't clean everything properly, though. It didn't take you all day. I didn't want to do it myself, knowing you've been spending all your time with that other woman. I was worried I would find something I didn't want to see. Don't you think you should take some responsibility and do it? We did talk about this yesterday.
Yes, you're right. I'll clean the fridge now. Can you stop talking about that other woman, though? I already told you that I had ended things with her.
Even if you have broken up with her, cheating is still cheating and you can't hide from it. Besides, if you really wanted to make things work with me and for us to stay together, you would be trying to find a job at a different company as soon as possible.
I know I said I would find a new job, but you have to understand that the economic situation isn't great these days. It's not easy to just go out and find another job within a few days. Please, just be patient and give me some time.
Well, if you're still working at the same company, then how am I supposed to know you aren't still seeing her? Maybe you meet up at the office every day and are keeping it secret? There's no reason I should trust what you say, given what you did.
I told you I broke up with her. Really, I did. Please believe me. Besides, what kind of crazy guy would cheat on his wife at work? Someone could see and tell people. Or it could get caught on CCTV or something. It would be stupid.
I don't know. You could just be saying what you think I want to hear. I have no reason to trust you. Anyway, you should quit your job as soon as possible so I don't have to worry. If you don't, you might end up bumping into that woman at the office every day. And we both know that wouldn't be good.
Do I really have to quit my job? If I stop working, how am I supposed to buy food or pay my bills?
I work too, you know. We would still have money coming in. Besides, whether you're earning money or not is irrelevant since you're living rent-free in my place. How about I just give you an allowance every month from my salary so you can buy whatever you need? However I look at this, I know I just can't stand you working at the same company as her. If you really want things to work between us, you should think about what I've said and try to make a decision.
Okay. I don't see how I can just quit, though, even if you can pay for things. What if I become an unemployed bum and can't find another job? That wouldn't be good for my mental health if I wasn't working and helping to provide. They keep saying it's impossible to get a job these days. Even getting asked in for an interview is almost impossible.
It would be better if you were unemployed and doing things around the house than working at the same company and seeing that girl every day. I just can't stand it, so I won't put up with it. By the way, did you know your mom told me to send her $50 for her trip to Hawaii? She called me the other day to ask about it. She spent the whole day buying things for her and her friend on my card. She even bought her friend a luxury scarf as a gift because she was feeling down or something. Now she's telling me I have to give her an extra holiday allowance, and she isn't going to pay me back for the scarf. Do you really think it's reasonable to ask me to pay for that?
My mom said that? Wait, did you tell her I would pay?
Why? Surely it would be good if I had, since you should be the one paying.
Yes, of course. I'll send her the money now. Don't worry. I'll pay you back the $100 for the scarf, too. You're right. You shouldn't have to pay for that.
I know. I'm glad you've realized that she was wrong. She should be ashamed of herself asking me for money. Her son is doing perfectly well for himself, but she keeps calling her daughter-in-law and demanding money? I don't know why she thinks that's acceptable behavior, honestly. I guess the sort of person who can excuse cheating is the sort of person who thinks they're never in the wrong. You think I'm right, don't you, babe? You agree with me.
Anyway, I'll get started on the cleaning. You go sit down.
You missed a spot over there. Seriously, you spent all day at home and the place isn't even clean when I get home from work. What do you do all day? You can't just sit around doing nothing now that you're not earning any money.
I told you, just leave me to it and I'll get everything finished. Huh? Did someone just pull up on the drive? Ollie! What are you doing wearing an apron like some kind of maid? Why are you carrying that mop and all those cleaning supplies? This isn't like you. Lily, what are you doing? Are you seriously just sat down watching Ollie struggle with all the cleaning?
Did you come here for a reason? I noticed you've brought a suitcase. What's that for?
Oh yeah, I hadn't noticed that. How come you came over, Mom? What do you need? Oh, it's all that damn old man's fault. I can't believe him, honestly. I had a sudden panic, thinking I forgot to turn off the gas valve when I went away with my friend. You remember I went to Hawaii, right? I asked your father to go around to my place and check on things, so I knew everything was safe. He keeps getting so annoyed with me about the littlest things, honestly. He never stops complaining about having to help. Talking about, oh, I'm not your servant and all that, when I'm only asking for a small favor. I called him and asked if he wanted to be responsible for me getting back from my trip and finding out my house had burned down, and he hung up on me. Can you imagine? Now I've got home and found that he changed all the codes to the locks, so I can't even get into the house. I've tried calling him a few times since then, and he just won't answer. Anyway, I came over to get your help and advice. Lily, won't you try and talk to him? Your father-in-law always listens to you. Maybe you could talk some sense into him. Is this any way to behave at 60 years old? He's acting like a spoiled child. This is why I couldn't help but look at other men, even when we were married. He just doesn't have that attractive masculinity. He's like a giant kid. How can he expect me to stay faithful when he acts like this? Anyway, until your father-in-law gives me the code to get back into the house, I'm just going to have to live here. Now I see it's a good thing that I came, since you're making my son do all the cleaning. I guess you haven't been helping him with the housework either, since you're just sitting there watching. This is a great opportunity for me to teach you how to be a good wife. Step 1. Don't treat your husband like a servant. No, Mom, it's nothing like that.
Oh, do you think so? You know, Kate, I should probably tell you that it was actually me who changed the codes.
What? Why would you do that?
It's my house. I can do what I want. I've decided to become a landlord, so I've contacted a realtor and they're putting it on the market. The location is great, so there's been a lot of interest already. There was someone else who wanted to move in straight away, so they signed the contract yesterday and they're moving in a couple of days.
What do you mean? Why did you never say anything to me about any of this?
Well, it's my place, not yours, so I didn't see why I needed to get permission from you to do anything. Anyway, you'll need to move all your stuff out by the end of this week, Kate. Anything that is still there by this weekend, I'm just going to donate at the Goodwill or send to the dump.
Why are you doing this? This is all so sudden. You never said a word about wanting to find a tenant. How can you just suddenly tell me that I have to move out of my house in a week, huh?
However you feel about it, you don't have any leverage. I own the place, and I can do what I want with it. You just don't have any power over me. That's the problem. I want to earn some money from my own property. Actually, if I let Ollie stay here, I guess our lives will still be all tangled up together. I don't think I want to be in a place that was home to this kind of cheating trash anyway, now that I think about it. I guess I'll have to sell this house too and move someplace new. Should be a nice change.
Did you just say that you're selling our house too? What's going on? Where has all this come from?
My house, not our house. I've already spoken to the agent. I thought it made sense to list them both at the same time. 2 birds, 1 stone.
What the hell do you think you're doing? You can't treat us like this. Why are you suddenly kicking us out onto the street? And how dare you call my son trash right in front of my face? You are the rudest girl I've ever met. I swear.
I feel very confident saying it in front of you, because I have context that you don't. Besides, I think you're both trash anyway. Not just Ollie. Looking at the two of you sat next to each other, it's so clear that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're both exactly the same. I guess infidelity is genetic too. Both of you will cheat on your partners and then be totally confident, thinking that you've done nothing wrong. Perhaps that's something else that you handed down to your son.
Now what are you talking about? What's this about cheating? Ollie, did you have an affair? What's going on? Mom, just hang on a second. Lily, I already told you so many times that I've ended things with her. We're over. Like I said, it was the same as when my mom cheated on Dad. I didn't really care about her. It was never a real relationship.
Oh, you broke up with her? Do you normally stay in regular contact with people you used to date?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard you talking to her on the phone at the park outside the other day, and I recorded your conversation. Did you think I would believe you when you told me that things were over? After you cheated on me and lied to me about that too? Still, how can you have that conversation with me and then go out and call your side piece not even an hour later? That's bold, honestly. I guess you expected I would take you at your word and go back to following you blindly. You asked me to give you 2 weeks and think about what decision I wanted to make. Well, I did, and I've been thinking about all my options. Originally, I wanted to make things as simple as possible and avoid having to deal with you for much longer, so I figured we could come to some kind of divorce agreement. The more I think about it, though, the more that doesn't seem right. I think the photo you sent me and the recording I got of your conversation are all the evidence I need for my case. You said it was the woman who started working at the same company as you sometime this year. She must be really special to have stood out among all the new starters. I've decided I'm going to sue you, as well as filing for a divorce at the same time. That way, I'll be able to get alimony payments from you and this other woman. Double the compensation. You're right. I'm glad I took the time to think about things like you said.
Huh. Wait a second. Why did you spend all that time bossing me around then if you had already made your decision? Do you have any idea how hard I worked to try to prove myself to you? I was scrubbing floors for hours. If you were still planning on getting a divorce, why did you make me do all of that? Am I just a joke to you? Just someone you can boss around?
You played games with me too, and so did your mom. We're family, so I thought it would do you good to learn to do things for people you care about without expecting anything in return. It would have been a waste to not use this as a learning experience for you. I've had enough now, though, and I just don't want to have to see you ever again. So how about you get out of my house right now? Both of you, obviously. I bought a suitcase for you too, so that you would have some way of carrying your things. You can just pack up and leave. Exactly like your mom has done.
No, see here, Lily. Sure, maybe my son had a brief moment of weakness and had an affair. Is that really enough for you to kick him out, though? He said he broke up with her. I believe him, even if you do say you have proof it's still going on. Cheating is no big deal anyway. It happens all the time these days. It's always because one partner realizes their spouse isn't even attractive, so they start to look around and see how they can do better. You're the one to blame for not being able to keep your husband. You should have made more of an effort. Is this why you're forcing him to cook and clean? As some kind of punishment? You're crazy.
And your reasoning is totally dumb. How can you excuse cheating on your wife? I don't see why I should listen to you about what to do with my houses anyway, since you don't own or live in either of them anymore. I've had enough of this. Both of you, get out right now. If you stick around any longer, I'm just going to call the cops and get them to send you away. Do you really want that?
Ollie, I honestly can't believe this. What was she thinking? If you were going to cheat on her, you should have at least done it secretly and made sure she wouldn't find out. Now you've been caught and we're both stuck in this mess. What are we going to do? I told the girl to be careful, and I did my best to stop Lily from finding out about it, Mom. I got so excited, though. I just slipped up and made a mistake, and then Lily figured it out. I thought I had managed to smooth things over with her and buy myself some time. I never expected she would be so stubborn about all this. What are we going to do now, then? We've suddenly been kicked out of our houses, and now we're stuck in a motel. You have to fix things. Well, first you should call Dad and see if he can help us. Maybe he would let us stay with him. I'll talk to Lily and try to persuade her to get over this. She's just trying to make a point, that's all. If we can't figure something out, we're going to end up using all the money I got when I left my old job in no time, and then we're really screwed. What are you talking about? Are you talking about severance pay? Did you get fired? What the heck happened? Why didn't you tell me? I didn't get fired, Mom, but Lily said she couldn't stand me staying at the same company where the other girl worked, since we might bump into each other in the office. I just had to go along with whatever she said so that she wouldn't file for a divorce straight away. So I left the company. I had no idea things would turn out like this. God, I can't believe this. This is all just so frustrating. She spent all that time bossing me around, making me quit my job and spend all day cleaning, and now she's kicking us out onto the street. She is the most heartless woman I ever met. Man, this must be karma catching up with me. It's been at least 3 months since your father last called. I don't know if he would want to help us. I'll just go and visit him at home tomorrow. He won't take us in, but he should know what's been going on. While you're over there, you should ask him if he could try to persuade Lily to go easy on us, too. They were always close. She would listen to him. She liked Dad. If he told her to let us move back in, I bet she would. Don't you think he would be on her side, since they're so close? I bet he would tell her she did the right thing. Oh, I already know I won't sleep in a filthy place like this. Look, there's spots of mold all over the walls. It was the only place with a room available right away, Mom. I don't know what you expected me to do. Let's just stay here tonight, and tomorrow you can move in with Dad and stay at his place. Just try and deal with it for tonight. Please. Why have you been ignoring all my calls if you were just sitting at home? That's so mean of you! Anything could have happened to me. Weren't you worried that I kept calling and calling? What if I had been in an accident? Whatever, let's just go inside and I can tell you everything that's happened. I need to put this heavy suitcase down as soon as possible. I feel like my arms are about to fall off from carrying it around.
What? How can you just invite yourself into someone's home like this?
This is your home, not just some strangers. Why are you being like this? Clearly I don't want to be here with this huge bag. Don't just stand around there. Get out of the way! Why are you standing in front of the door like that? Let me in!
You know, it's been over 2 years since we divorced. But of course you are exactly the same as you always were. If you have something to say to me, you could just say it here and now.
Really? You're going to make me have this conversation with you on the lawn? I bet your precious daughter-in-law got to you first, didn't she? And you've taken her side. When she gave me the apartment, she was bragging about how comfortable I must feel to be able to have my own place. And now she's come over and said she's spoken to a realtor and she's already looking for a new tenant. I know it's her house, but still. She told me to take my bags and get out. I was completely shocked. I didn't know what to say. I can't believe she would be so selfish and thoughtless, chucking me out onto the street.
You've never been good at self-awareness, Kate. So I'm just going to tell you straight. You and your son are the selfish ones, not poor Lily. You cheated on me, didn't you? Don't you think maybe this is your punishment finally catching up with you? Ollie, too.
Do you know about that? Has Lily already talked to you? Well, it seems like you know what happened, so we might as well be honest with one another. Ollie is a man, so she should have expected there was a chance that he would cheat on her. I think that's something every wife thinks about, since men have needs and desires. To be honest, I really think Lily has been letting herself go lately, and that's why all this happened. She doesn't even wear makeup when she's at home anymore. Her personality isn't great either. She's so strong-willed, and never does as she's told. From what Ollie told me, it sounds like it was just a short fling with this other girl anyway. Do you really think Lily is being fair to cause all this fuss and send her mother-in-law and her husband out onto the streets? Does that seem like common sense to you?
Again, it's you and your son who are both sadly lacking in common sense. I've never seen someone acting so confident after having an affair, saying it was your partner's fault for not trying hard enough to keep you. Even if I did think Lily had gone too far and embarrassed herself, you have done much worse things than her. I'm cutting off all contact with you from now on. I don't need to be involved in your mess anymore. I wish you the best.
What? How can you slam the door in my face like that? I don't have anywhere else to go. Open the door, Rich. Let me in. God, my husband and my daughter-in-law are really two peas in a pod. They're both so cold. Who are all those people? What are they doing?
What do you mean? Obviously, they're here to have a look around the apartment now that it's on the market. Why are you back here anyway? You took your suitcase with all your clothes and things yesterday. What do you need now? Did you forget something important?
Are you really selling the place then? Are these people interested in buying it?
Does it look like I was lying? They're not here for a cup of coffee, if that's what you mean. Unlike you, I don't lie to people and act like I'm telling the truth. I like to be honest with the people I care about.
Lily, please. Do you really want to end things between us like this? You're a kind person. Surely you can find it in your heart to forgive me. I know you're angry with me for what I did, but please, let's stop this and just move on with our lives. Haven't you had enough revenge by now?
What are you saying? You should know, this is just the beginning. I dropped off the paperwork to file a lawsuit with my attorney today. Is your new girlfriend like you? Does she lie and cheat and blame the other person for what she did wrong? You got so flustered, you weren't even good at lying. Did you think I would believe that you just went for food together a few times? I guess you thought you would never be caught. How can you be so sloppy with your excuses? It's embarrassing.
Lily, please. I will get on my knees and beg you right now. I swear I can't live without you in my life. Please, I beg you. Take me back. I'll do anything.
This is getting boring. I'm sick of seeing you kneeling in front of me crying like this. No matter how much you plead and beg, I'm not going to change my mind. Like you said, I'm a very stubborn woman. Do whatever you want, but I've made my decision.
Lily, please. Until you open this door and let me talk to you, I'm going to stay on my knees out here. Please, I beg you, just reconsider and give me another chance. I will never make the same mistake again. I'll always be loyal to you, I promise.
You can stay there forever if you want. I won't live here anymore before too long. Since then, I finished filing for divorce and won my lawsuit against my ex-husband and his mistress. I ended up receiving a pretty big sum in alimony payments. It came to $100,000 altogether. Ollie had never given me any money for rent, utilities, or bills of any kind. I had a much higher salary than he did, and both the apartments were registered under my name since I had bought and paid for them. There was nothing my ex-husband could take. He walked away from the divorce empty-handed and alone. As far as I know, Ollie and Kate spent a while trying to convince her ex-husband to let them move in with him, but eventually they gave up. I think they found a studio that they could afford, and they're living there together now. Eventually, word got round at Ollie's old company about what had happened, and that I had filed a lawsuit against him and his side piece. This ruined his professional image. Once business heard that he had an affair with a new employee in his office. He ended up really struggling to find work, since the rumors put any companies off hiring him in case it happened again. When we were married, I spent every day feeling like an unpaid servant, laborer, and chauffeur. Nothing I did was ever good enough for my husband or my mother-in-law. My father-in-law stopped giving Ollie any pocket money after the divorce, when he found out about the affair. Now I think Ollie works part-time, picking up trash on the side of the road or washing dishes at a few restaurants around town. My mother-in-law had never put any money away into savings, and I guess she was planning on depending on me and her son for money for the rest of her life. I never did understand why she went out and had an affair. Rich was always kind, loving, and patient with her. My ex-husband was just as thoughtless and stupid as his mom, so I guess it runs in the family. I just hope that after everything that's happened, the two of them might have finally come to their senses and learned their lesson. I still talk to my ex-father-in-law occasionally, even though we aren't really related anymore. I think we found it easier to talk to each other since we had gone through similar things. I think we're actually closer now than we were before. Just like me, Rich has blocked his ex-wife from ever contacting him again. We're both free of our ex-partners now. After my divorce, I got a new apartment on my own that my cheating ex had never lived in, and I live there alone now. Honestly, I'm the happiest I've ever been. My money is my own, and I don't have to spend it on other people if I don't want to. And I'm so much more comfortable and free. I hope the rest of my life is as happy as it is right now. Thank you for listening to my story. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more content.
Hi, Caleb!
Megan,
It's been about 3 years, hasn't it? How have you been?
do you want something? I thought you blocked me.
You're not being very friendly with me, are you? Your beautiful girlfriend messaged you after all this time, and this is your reaction?
Girlfriend. You mean ex-girlfriend. Emphasis on the ex?
That's a little mean, don't you think? We lived together for 2 years. 3 years of being apart should be no problem for a love as deep as ours.
I've had all I can stand of your love.
You're still not being friendly, huh? You know, I know all about it.
Know about what?
Caleb, you're living in the big city now, right?
Oh, yeah, I am. So what?
You remembered what I said, didn't you? Thank you.
Huh? Remembered what?
Don't act like you don't know. I told you I wanted to stop working when I got married. I wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. But you said with your current salary, you couldn't support both of us, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember we talked about that, and then a few days later, you broke up with me. But it was true. With my salary back then, I couldn't support us both.
Yeah, and it's not good if a man can't support his wife.
Well, there was nothing I could do about it then. I wasn't going to lie and say I could do something that I knew I couldn't. I just had to swallow my pride.
Well, it doesn't matter about any of that now. You've worked hard these past 3 years, all for me, haven't you? I know everything. I heard all about it.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me, silly. You're living in the city now because you got a job there, right?
Well, yeah, my old company went bankrupt, so I had to stop working there. I didn't want to move back in with my parents because they lived too far away, so I moved into the city instead. I figured there'd be more opportunities in the city. I went there to find a job. Don't read into it any further than that.
Oh, I see. It must have been tough for you at the start, but I see you did really well.
So what does that have to do with anything in the past?
Well, because I know you worked really hard and climbed the ladder for me.
I don't know why you think this has anything to do with you.
Your salary. You're making a heck of a lot more now, aren't you?
My salary? That's none of your business.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? It's extremely important to me.
Why?
Because we're going to get married.
What?
And getting married in the city will be great. I've already picked out a place. I went and got a pamphlet, too. Later, we'll look at it together and talk about it.
Wait. Hold on. Why would you even think that?
What do you mean, why?
I haven't proposed to you.
That's fine. We already know we're meant for each other. You don't need to propose to me. Just the fact that you worked so hard these past 3 years speaks volumes about how much you love me. So you don't have to worry about anything. You just keep doing well at your job, and I'll take care of all the wedding planning and all the details so you don't have to worry about a thing.
That's not the issue. I meant I'm not proposing to you.
Okay, you don't have to say a thing. I understand. Your actions speak louder than words.
That's not what I mean. I'll put it bluntly. I have no interest in marrying you.
Huh? We're not broke up or anything.
Yes, we are. You said I'm not going to be tied down with a man who makes as little as you goodbye forever. Actually, you didn't say it. You wrote it in a letter and left it on the table the day you disappeared. And after that, you ignored every message and phone call of mine. You blocked me.
Yeah, but I know that you never forgot about me during these past 3 years. If you thought we broke up, that's fine. We can just get back together. There, that solves all the problems, right?
What the heck? That doesn't solve anything. Anyway, I'm already engaged to someone else.
Huh?
We're getting married really soon.
What? What are you talking about? Are you cheating on me?
What?
You're terrible. How could you? We were only apart for 3 years. You worked this hard for me, yet you still have eyes for other women? I can't believe this.
I told you. We were, and are, split up. You were the one who broke up with me. I have it in writing. What has gotten into you? And what is all this about working hard for you? You're acting really strange.
Well, Caleb, you're the head of the company, right?
What? The head? Me?
Yeah, that's right. Your old company went bankrupt, and within a year you started a new business, right? You remembered that I wanted to become a housewife. So to make my dream come true, you worked really hard and drastically increased your income, right?
No, I'm not the head of the company.
You're lying! You're just embarrassed that you were cheating on me, so now you're telling me you're not the head of the company.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not the head of the company. Not even close. I started working there 2 years ago. I'm not high up, and I barely have any seniority. I'm making much more than I was at my other job, but having said that, my income is average at best.
What? That's not possible. I heard it with my own ears. You started your own business in the city, and you're the head of the company, the owner. The rumor is going around town where you grew up, so it has to be true.
Where or who did this rumor originate from?
I heard it from Justin Collins. He got an interview at your company. When he went for the interview, he saw you sitting in the head seat. Everyone told him you were the head guy.
Oh, I see now.
See? So I was right.
It was just a big mix-up on his part. I don't feel it's my job to explain, but to make a long story short, Justin mistook me for someone else.
What? He mistook you.
Yeah. The company I work at now is owned by my cousin. He's about 9 years older than me. But he looks young for his age. Many people say we look alike. Justin must have thought the same and assumed it was me when he had his interview. That's probably why I went back and told everyone we grew up with. My cousin and I have the same last name, but at the interview I'm sure my cousin would have used his first and last name. Justin must have been too nervous and just didn't catch my cousin's first name.
But how can that be?
Well, anyway, now that you mention it, I recall hearing about the rumor, but one of my friends who knows Justin set the record straight with him a while back. And on the company website, you can clearly see that the owner's first name is different from mine. I think that's how my friend proved it to Justin. Anyway, all that was about a year ago, if I recall. So that rumor should have died down by now.
What? You mean his interview happened over a year ago?
I think so. Anyway, like I said, I'm not the owner of the company.
Oh, but the owner is one of your relatives, right? So he's probably gonna play favorites and give you special treatment. He'll promote you for sure. I'll bet he'll make you his number 2 someday soon, or even the co-owner.
He may be my cousin, but trust me, he doesn't treat me any different than any other employee.
Huh?
I get just the average wage for my position, and I have no plan of helping run the business in the future. What I mean is, I'm living a pretty average life with an average salary, and I like where I am. That's the whole story.
I can't believe this. That's terrible. What am I gonna do?
Huh?
I've already left my place and I'm coming to the city.
What? Do you mean for sightseeing, like a vacation?
Don't act like I'm just another person.
What do you mean? You are just another person.
You're terrible. I planned on living with you. I've already packed all my stuff up and I'm coming to the city. I've rented a moving van.
Huh?
I thought you were the head of the company, so I quit my job to be your wife. This can't be.
Hold on. You mean you packed up everything and you're coming to the city without even finding a place to live first?
I said I planned on living with you.
You're kidding.
This has to be illegal. This is marriage fraud or something.
What?
If there wasn't a rumor going around about you being the owner of a big company, I wouldn't be in this situation. I'm suing you. You're causing me mental anguish.
Say whatever you want. I didn't start that rumor, and it was proven wrong over a year ago.
Yeah, but you look like the owner of the company, so it's still your fault.
He's my cousin. We both have McConnell blood running through our veins. It's not my fault. And anyway, why the heck would you go this far after hearing something from only one person? Without even checking to see if it's true or not? You could have just messaged me or called me to see if it was true. And you certainly could have checked with me before quitting your job, packing up, and coming to the city.
Yeah, but I didn't, because I wanted to surprise you.
What?
I thought if I suddenly showed up again, you'd be really happy.
With the way you broke up with me, no man on earth would be happy to see you again.
How could you say that?
This whole issue about who is or isn't the head of the company, all you had to do was call me. And we have mutual friends. You could have just verified it with one of them. Even easier than that, you could have checked the company's webpage. The correct information was easy to get, but once again, you jumped to conclusions and did something stupid. And because you're wrong, you want to sue me. This whole thing is because of your own delusions. You just assume everything is going to work out for you. You're crazy.
Then introduce me to the company owner.
Huh?
Don't argue with me. This whole thing is because you look like the owner of the company. So I'll just marry the company owner, no problem. If I do that, it settles everyone's problems, right?
Wow, I really wonder what the heck is going on inside your head.
What do you mean, what's going on in there?
I told you my cousin is a lot older than me. After hearing that, it never even crossed your mind that he might be married already?
Huh? But he's probably not married, right?
How about checking whether he's married or not? Or whether he has a girlfriend or a fiancé? Or checking if he wants to be introduced to someone who wants to marry him. Don't you think those are things you should find out first? Do you think I'm going to introduce you to him by saying, hey, this person who you've never met wants to marry you?
Well, I want to get married.
That's not an answer. Anyway, my cousin is married and has children.
What?
This conversation is done, right?
Hold on, we're not talking yet.
Chatting via text message to an ex-girlfriend who doesn't understand a word I say? I think I should get a prize for keeping it up this long.
Stop it and don't go.
Oh, and one more thing. I know you were two-timing me with a guy who had a high-paying job. I know you married him. Then he divorced you because he caught you with yet another man and he sued you for compensation money. I heard about that long ago.
How could you know that?
Goodbye.
Please wait. At least do this. You know I have no place to live. I planned on marrying you, so I quit my job and moved out of my apartment. At least let me live with you. And get your cousin to give me a job at his company. Caleb! Caleb, are you there?
I assumed Megan would come to my house and try to barge her way in, so we prepared for that. Luckily, it seems she didn't know exactly where I lived. And there's no nameplate or markings of any kind on her house to let anyone know who lives there. So Megan wasn't able to locate her place and eventually gave up looking and went back to the town she came from. I heard from a friend that due to the huge scandal of Megan's last divorce, her parents disowned her. They were so upset with her that they wrote her out of their will. So this time she couldn't even move back in with them. I've heard that people have seen her wandering around town, but every time they see her she's holding hands with a different man, and they're usually heading for the hotel. There's no way I could have let my ex-girlfriend live with me. So Megan's situation really has nothing to do with me. I have to focus on my fiancé. Making her happy is the most important thing in my life.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Faye.
Yeah?
How many kidneys do you have?
What?
I said how many.
Okay, 2, like normal people.
All right, good.
Okay, why did you ask me that?
'Cause you need to give me one.
What? Is this related to the doctor's appointment you had the other day?
Yep, it turns out that I've got some serious issues with my kidneys. If I leave it untreated, I could get kidney failure, which can lead to death. So apparently, I need a kidney transplant.
No way, oh my god. No wonder you've been going to the toilet more often. And all that time you said you were tired and weak. That makes sense now. Are you okay?
Yeah, I will be if my transplant surgery goes well. But until then, I'm gonna have to keep going to the doctors for exams and all that. I've got an appointment next week, and I need to tell them that I can make you my donor.
What? Well, hold on a minute.
I know we have the same blood type, so we need to make sure that your kidneys are viable.
Well, just cause we have the same blood type, that surely doesn't mean that my kidney is the right fit for you. And hold on, this is going too fast.
No, you need to take this test called HLA. It's basically a blood test. And they'll find out your tissue type and see if the kidney is safe to transplant into me. Okay?
But mine?
Yes, yours. I'd rather have a kidney from someone I know than a random stranger. And you owe me, so you're the only one who can do this for me.
So you want me to give you one of my kidneys to you?
Damn right, Faye. And before you even think about objecting to it, you will. You married me till death do us part. You swore an oath.
Wow, I think I preferred you when you were weak and tired.
I am still feeling weak and tired. Do you even understand how stressful all of this is for me? I am pissed that I have to go through this. Me, out of all people? Me? I've been healthy all my life, and this? God wants me to go through this?
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to go through this.
At least he's not making me go through this alone. I'm taking you down with me, Faye.
Well, hold your horses now. I haven't agreed to it yet. You dropped this onto me out of the blue. I definitely need time to think this through.
What's there to think about? All you gotta do is give me one of your kidneys and I live. It's as simple as that.
You just sound so obnoxious and self-deserving right now, Paul.
What did you just say to me?
I just meant for you to not assume that I'll do this for you. Don't jump to conclusions, okay? This is a huge deal we're talking about. It's not like I'm lending you money or a book or anything like that, okay? This is an organ transplant. It's a huge deal.
And that's exactly why you have to do it.
Let's not rush into things, okay? Okay, I understand you're not in the right headspace, but let's just think about this more carefully.
You're a useless piece of trash, you know that?
What? How does that make me a piece of trash?
You have no use in this world. The best you can do to make yourself useful is to save me. So you'd better give me your goddamn kidneys. Or God forbid, I swear I'll divorce you any minute now.
Okay, well, that's not exactly a nice way to ask your wife, you know? You could ask me nicely.
Oh, just shut your mouth, woman. I provide everything for you. You're living and breathing because of me. This is the best way you can thank me.
Well, then you need to start appreciating me more then. Especially if you might be living and breathing through my kidneys. Quite literally.
Shut up and make a doctor's appointment right now, Faye. I'm gonna text you the details of my kidney transplant clinic. So call them. Make an appointment with them. Take that blood test, and just do whatever you gotta do and give me your goddamn kidneys. I've told you a million times that I know that your kidneys are viable. You're my wife, but you're gonna be my donor too. So you'd better start acting like one.
No, I am not going to agree to this. First of all, I have no idea what this is going to mean for me.
It means you'll be saving your husband from dying. Do you want me to die, or what?
I mean for myself. You haven't told me anything about what the donor has to go through. The after effects, the long-term effects, and whatnot. I need to look into this first until I know what I'll be getting myself into. And besides, I'm probably not the only one who can spare a kidney for you. I'm sure there's a waiting list somewhere from someone who's more suited to be your donor.
You're my wife. Are you telling me that you can't save your husband from dying? Do you need to think twice about it, huh?
Not when you're treating me like trash, Paul. Our relationship has gone sour for God knows how long.
You treat me like a piece of garbage all the time, and besides, you weren't there for me when I needed help before. Do you remember when I had appendicitis? I was in so much pain at the time. Like, literally, I was in excruciating pain, and you didn't do anything to help me. You just stood there sneering and left me there in the living room while I had to take myself to the ER.
Oh, that. I remember. Wow, that was a long time ago. That did happen, huh? Ah, that was classic. The way that you were crouching down on the floor like some unborn fetus. And your face. That was epic.
Yeah, I almost lost consciousness because of it, and you didn't do anything. I could have died right then and there.
And you friggin' should have. And then I would have gotten all of your life insurance money. And it could have covered the costs for my kidney transplant and all of my medical bills.
Wow, I did not just hear that from you.
Well, you just did. And I meant every word of it.
Just... wow. You're the meanest person I've ever met in my entire life. How can you say that to anyone, let alone me, and I'm your wife?
'Cause it's the truth, you fat, ugly cow. Anyway, that's all in the past. We're talking about today. Right now. And let's not forget that appendicitis isn't life-threatening, really, is it? But my condition is. I could seriously die.
If appendicitis is left untreated, then that could lead to death too. Dum-dum. The appendix can actually burst and cause potentially life-threatening infections.
Oh, so you're a doctor now. Oh, just shut the hell up, woman. We're talking about me now, alright?
Well, in any case, you're not getting any closer to getting what you're asking for with that kind of tone you're using. Do you think that you're making me want to give up my organs for someone who calls me a fat, ugly cow? You've got to be kidding me. Do you think I'm going to do this for you? Ever?
And do you think you have a choice in this? You're my wife and you do as I say.
You think you can treat my life like it doesn't mean anything to you and expect me to treat yours like it matters? You think you're that deserving, do you?
Of course I do. Who do you think provides for you here, huh? How do you think you get to have a roof over your head? It's because of my money. You spend my money on your food and everything else you need to live on.
So what, just because you earn more than me, that means nothing? Or what, you think you control me now?
Heck yeah, I do. You're mine. I own you.
I am not going to take this anymore. I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm definitely not going to be giving you my kidney.
Fine. You a witch. If that's how you're gonna play this game, then so be it. I've got my ways too, you fool.
Hi guys, my name is Faye, and I'm 29. I know this is lame, and it's so embarrassing, but Paul and I got married through sort of like an arranged marriage. I know. Who does that in this day and age, right? But my parents knew his parents, and they both thought it would be a match made in heaven. We both love our parents, and of course we wanted to please them. And back then, Paul and I actually got along well, so we just went for it, agreed to get married through this arrangement. But how wrong I was. Look at this. This is a nasty relationship. There is no care or love or respect between us. Just disrespect and him treating me like garbage. 2 years ago, I suffered from acute appendicitis, and I was going through the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life, and he just stood there laughing at me. Can you believe it? He could have called 911 or for any kind of help, but he didn't. Ever since then, every bit of my being has loathed Paul. He was so evil, and I definitely regret getting married to him. And I want a divorce right away. I know I deserve better than this. Also, to add salt to the wound, a few months after that painful incident, I found out that he was cheating on me too. And he actually had the audacity to blame me for it. He claims he cheated because I wasn't taking care of him. What the heck is that supposed to mean, right? I was the one who needed to be taken care of at that time, not him. I just can't believe it was one painful and stressful thing after another. But now it seems like the tables have turned a bit, and now he's the one suffering from some pain. Quite a lot of it, by the looks of it. He still seems like he has the energy to belittle me and be horrible toward me, though. But I'm going to take advantage of the situation and make him pay for everything. He has it coming. Just you watch.
Hey, Faye. How's it going? I bet you're enjoying being the center of attention, huh?
You son of a friggin' hobo! How could you do this to me?
Looks like it worked then. I thought you might enjoy this.
Why did you spread rumors about me like that to my teammates and other people at work? You know we work at the same office, and you know it's all a lie. It's not funny. How the heck would you know about how many men I've slept with anyway, and to claim that I slept with more than 10 this year? Behind your back? I am not a slut like that actual slut you cheated on me with.
Wow, rumors do spread like wildfire, huh?
You're the worst person ever. You know that people are going to think that of you too, right? That you're the worst husband ever to spread rumors like that about your wife?
Well, they don't know that the rumors came from me, do they? You know David Ferguson from your high school? He said that he knows you, so I had a nice chat with him.
Oh my god, he was in my class. He works with you? I've never seen him around at the office.
Yep, he works in my department, that's why. Man, he was so gullible. He believed every word I said about you, and how slutty you are. He even said it was probably because you were a good straight-A student at school that something changed like a switch. And you went the other way.
Oh my god, he was always nice to me. We were nice to each other. How could he believe that about me?
Oh, he swallowed it all pretty quick, I tell you. And lucky for me, he has a big mouth too. So if you want to thank me, then thank your high school mate. He's the one who's spreading it all over the office.
Oh my god, how could you do this to me?
See what happens if you disobey me?
Disobey you? I'm not your slave, Paul. I'm your wife.
A wife needs to be obedient then, don't they? And you're anything but that. So you get what you deserve, you fool.
This is what I deserve, is it? Take it back, Paul. Take everything back. The rumors, the nasty names that you call me, and everything.
A what, Faye? What's a dumb bozo airhead like you gonna do, huh? Cry like you always do?
I have a right to decide what I want to do with my life. If I don't want to give my kidney to save your stupid behind, then that's my choice. Go and look somewhere else for help.
You're a pathetic wife, Faye. You know that? I own you. You do as I say.
Unbelievable. I can't believe I ever married someone like you.
Ditto. I need a good wife. Not some selfish, dumb fool of a cow. If you thought that this was gonna end here, you better watch your back, Faye. You give me that kidney or I'm gonna make the situation way worse.
Are you threatening me? Haven't you had enough of this?
Do I look like I'm done? Yo, baby, I'm just getting started here.
You really are unbelievable. Fine. If you're going to treat me like this, then I've got things up my sleeve too.
Oh, really? Should I be scared now? Are you gonna get the flood works going? 'Cause to hell with you with that. I don't give a freaking crap if you weep till your eyes pop out.
Just you watch, Paul. You're not going to get away with this.
No, boo-hoo, give me a break. I don't have time for empty bozo threats from you. Gotta go now. Faye, what the heck is this? What did you just file against me? Did you press these charges?
Oh, I'm surprised you got them quickly.
This is stupid as heck. This better be a joke. And you better drop these charges right now, you whore. What if my colleague saw this on my desk? You idiot. What the heck do you think you're doing to me?
You see, Paul, I've lawyered up and I've been consulting him about you.
What the heck do you mean by that? You son of a witch.
You're going to be investigated and my lawyer is going to take this up in court.
What the heck did I do to you, huh?
You've been harassing me nonstop with your verbal abuse day in and day out, which counts as domestic abuse. You just spread rumors about me at the office, which is defamation. You left me lying there when I was in excruciating pain and needed medical attention, and that was emotional neglect. All of this has caused a lot of emotional distress for me, and it was about time I put a stop to this.
And you thought lawyering up was gonna stop me, huh?
Oh, yes, it will. I'm getting a restraining order against you, so you can't come anywhere near me.
What the?
You've left ripple effects at my workplace, and I might even get fired because of those rumors you spread at work.
Just tell them it's not true then.
They won't believe me, and what if my clients find out? It's too personal and too absurd of a rumor. It makes me look so unprofessional and affects the business big time.
It's just a rumor, for crying out loud. People will forget it over time. Just take a chill pill and relax. You didn't have to go to a lawyer for this. Oh, this is dumb.
You don't get it, do you? That's not the only thing here. On top of domestic abuse, you're going to be charged with defamation at the workplace and cheating.
What? Cheating isn't illegal.
I don't care. I'm going to find every possible way to incriminate every single thing you've done to hurt me, petty or not.
Ah, Faye, come on. I'm sick. Who knows? I could die right now. That's not how you should be treating your husband. Calm down and wake up. We need to focus on that kidney transplant that I need to get. Not some charges you're gonna press against me.
Hell no! I told you I'm not going to do this for you. Ask your parents.
They can't. Theirs is too old and incompatible or something.
And how about that girl you were seeing behind my back? If she was good enough to sleep with you, then maybe she's good enough to give you her kidneys, right?
You're just being dumb as usual now. She left me as soon as I told her about my situation. She didn't want anything to do with a cripple.
Oh, well, that's too bad for you, isn't it?
Oh, just shut it. I know you have a healthy kidney, damn it.
And I sure as hell am gonna keep it that way.
What do you want from me, Faye? I'm your dying husband in need of his wife's help. And you ain't giving it to me.
Why should I? If people saw the way you've been treating me, no one would.
What do you want? You want me to apologize?
Sure, you could start with that.
Then I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Faye, okay. See? There. Happy now?
That was the least heartfelt apology I've ever heard from anyone. It's ridiculous how you can even call that an apology.
Then what, Faye? What do you want me to do about that, huh?
Just stay out of my life.
What?
I told you, I don't want to be with you anymore.
You want a divorce?
Oh no, we're about to be divorced soon.
What? What do you mean?
Remember ages ago, you threatened me to divorce me and you signed those divorce papers?
Yeah?
Well, I kept them and signed them off a few months ago. A divorce is already in the works. We're getting divorced as soon as the family court approves of it.
What the? Why the heck did you do that? You know I did that to scare you.
Well, I did it because I really want a divorce and stay the heck away from you.
No, you can't be serious with me, Faye. You didn't really turn in those divorce papers, right? Are they even valid? I signed them months ago.
Oh, yes, they are. I didn't have the date, so I just wrote it in the day I sent it off.
Dude, this can't be real. You can't live without me, and you know that.
Who says? You know I have a job.
But I earn more than you.
So what? I can still get by? So long as I'm not with you, I'll take any kind of hardship in life.
What the? Were you planning this the whole time? You've always wanted a divorce, didn't you?
Oh yes, Paul. A very long time. And now I'm finally doing something about it, and it's going to be the best decision I'll ever make.
Oh no, come on, Faye. Are you gonna leave your sick husband behind like this?
Oh, didn't you do the same to me when I had my appendicitis? Just left me there to rot in the living room? I'm only doing what you did to me, but 100 times worse so that I can get back at you for what you did to me.
All right. And look, you got me. Okay? Happy now? Can we just call it truce?
Truce? You think that'll do?
Sure, why not? Every marriage goes through stuff, and this is ours. I'm being nice to you here and letting you win, so just take it, Faye.
Hell no, Paul. I am done with you. Go through my lawyer if you need to talk to me.
Oh, come on. Let's hash this out one-on-one. Like real adults, yeah?
No. From what I've experienced being married to you, I have no idea how to talk to someone like an adult.
Okay, then look. You got me, alright? I'll be nicer to you. Just like when we met back then, huh? We can't get divorced, okay? That's not gonna happen.
Oh, yes it will, Paul.
Your parents wouldn't like that, right? Mine wouldn't either, and you know that. We can't disappoint them, right? Let's have a do-over and do this properly. What do you say?
Nope, I'm not going to fall for that anymore. I've given you one too many chances, and you've gotten away with things one too many times, but not this time. You can say all you want, but I'm not going to change my mind about this.
No, come on, Faye.
I hope no one gives you their kidneys because you don't deserve it. And I hope you'll fry in hell.
Faye, come on. Don't be like this. Faye! Faye?
So after this text conversation, I filed charges against Paul, and I managed to get a restraining order too. My divorce looks like it's been processed, so all I have to do is wait for that. In the meantime, Paul now has to pay a hefty fine for the disorderly conduct, which consisted of spreading false rumors with an intent to cause harm to me. Also for the emotional damages for the consistent verbal abuse, and for threatening me to give him my kidney for his transplant. And speaking of that, he's still waiting for a donor match, and so in the meantime, he's having to go in and out of hospital to get treatments. I bet the hospital fees are expensive, especially when it's on top of his other fines he has to pay for. He should at least be thankful that there's no jail time involved. Although, I think he should have, just to make sure he's punished and learns a lesson. But oh well, a heavy fine and his debilitating sickness should be enough to make him reflect on his actions toward me. Now that I have a restraining order against Paul, I don't have much to worry about, which is great. So now I'm going to focus on moving on with my life, starting with finding a nice, new, and cozy place to live, all on my own without having anyone to boss me around. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one. Honey, where are you? It's already 10 p.m. You haven't come home yet and you're not answering any of my calls. Why are you acting this way? I found the time to make you your favorite beef stew despite being in the hospital the entire day taking care of your mom. And instead of hearing a thank you from you, what do I get? The cold shoulder. You're doing God knows what at this hour without returning any of my calls. Don't you think you're being a bit selfish?
That's because I don't want to see your disgusting face. It repulses me. I've been having a couple of drinks at the bar for the past few hours. I can't bear the thought of going home to be greeted by a pig like you.
What the hell? Did you just call me a pig?
No, so you don't like being called that. How about a hippo? Or an elephant? Be my guest to pick whatever fat, ugly animal you'd like to be called. You were a hell of a lot more attractive before we got married. I remember falling in love with you because you resembled Brooke Shields in her prime. But now look at you. You've become an older, wrinklier version of Jabba the Hutt. All of my friends' wives are just as pretty now as they were when they got married. It's all about mindset, Mary. You should have been more diligent about working out more and eating less. You failed to maintain your figure. Now look what happened to you.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm 5'3" and weigh only 110 pounds, and you're calling me an elephant? I actually weighed more when I first met you. At that time, I was over 120 pounds. Every time I go visit my parents, they constantly worry that I'm becoming more and more haggard. You're the only one around here who's calling me fat. Anthony, I think you need to go check your vision.
Are you serious? Did you really lose weight after we got married? Then why is your face so round and chubby all the time, like a pumpkin? Well, I can only think of one possible explanation. If you didn't get uglier because of your weight, you got uglier because of your indolence. Your face is so full of wrinkles and freckles. You clearly don't put any effort to look even remotely presentable. You no longer wear makeup anymore, and you always wear the same drab clothes day in and day out. At work, I'm used to seeing attractive young women walking around dressed up like fashion models. And coming home, God, I just shudder at the sight of you. Ugh. Don't you feel anything as a woman? Don't you ever sit and wonder how you've become as unattractive as you are right now? Does it not hurt your sense of pride at all?
God, you really don't think before you speak, do you? You never know when to keep your trap shut. Who do you think is responsible for making me this way, Anthony? Just think for a sec. Think real hard. I haven't been able to sleep properly for the past several years. Do you know why? Because I've been busy caring for your sick, elderly mother, day and night. Ever since then, my face has become swollen. I haven't had time to put on makeup or do my hair properly, and on top of that, I have to raise our 2 children on my own while cooking and cleaning for you every single day. So if you think I became this way because I was lazy, you better get yourself a reality check. If you really want me to start taking care of my appearance, give me a day off during the week so that I can spend time on myself. And from now on, I want you to try bathing your mom, emptying her bedpan, and taking her to the hospital, even if it's just once a month. Maybe you'll come to understand how tough my life has been. And until then, I really don't think you have any right to complain about how unattractive I am to you.
But that's the wife's job, Mary. Are you really expecting the husband to do all of that? It's your responsibility to raise the kids and take care of the in-laws, am I right? All the other wives perform their duties without complaint, so I really don't get why you think it's unfair. Same with my family. My mom nursed my grandmother until she passed away, and my grandmother did the same for her mother, all the while taking care of the household. Mary, you need to stop taking credit for doing something that is obviously your job, and complaining about how hard it is.
My job? What the hell are you talking about, Anthony? Isn't it technically your responsibility to take care of your mother? She's the one who raised you, not me. Even though we're not biologically related, I diligently looked after your mom for 7 whole years. So at the very least, don't you think I deserve a thank you?
Okay, thanks so much for everything, Mary. There, happy now?
It's not funny, Anthony. Stop being such a jerk.
I can't live with a wife like you anymore. You're just an extremely difficult person. After that old woman is gone, I want you to leave my house forever. I can't imagine living the rest of my life with an ugly hag like you. After my mom dies, I'll use the $1 billion in inheritance to divorce you and find myself a much younger and more beautiful wife. I mean, I have my whole life in front of me. Wouldn't it just suck if I had to waste it living with someone as bland and hideous as you?
Anthony, what have you been smoking? You've been spewing nonsense for the past 5 minutes. So you're planning on divorcing me and remarrying someone younger, huh? All this time, all you've ever done was use me as a caretaker for your mom. And once your mom dies, you're gonna discard me like an old rag? You call yourself a father and a husband? Are you even human? You should be ashamed of yourself, Anthony. What would our kids think if they overheard what you were saying to me right now?
At times, you need to show determination, Mary, that you won't be held back by trivial matters of the heart. Life is tough, and sometimes you need to make tough decisions. But I think that this is a very important lesson to teach our kids. But despite this, I understand all your efforts as a faithful wife and daughter-in-law. You've cared for my sick mom for these past 7 years without much complaint. I would never be able to put myself in your shoes even for a day. That's what I respect about you. But I also think it's important to teach our daughter that it's useless to live your life like that. You wouldn't want our daughter to end up like you, right? Living the rest of her life tending to her sick elderly in-laws? How miserable would that be? Am I wrong?
Has it ever crossed your mind that I can pack my bags immediately and go to my parents' house? Whatever happens to your mom is no longer any of my business.
I know you wouldn't. Actually, you can't. If you could, you would have run away a long time, Mary. You will never be able to abandon your terminally ill mother-in-law, and you will never be able to leave the children behind. I can say this for a fact because I know you. I know what kind of person you are. You may be a strong-willed woman, but you are also fiercely devoted to your family, Mary. I respect your tough, tenacious nature, but I can't love you anymore as my wife.
Anthony, you're just beating a dead horse at this point. What's the use of continuing this talk? Let's just end this, shall we?
As expected from my wife, I knew you would react like that. Like I told you before, you'll never be able to abandon the family. Right now, I'm enjoying some quality time with my friends at the bar. Don't wait around for me. Just go visit my mom at the hospital or something. Keep her company.
That's right, everyone. This is the type of husband I am living with right now. A lot of people have asked me why I'm living like this, but I just couldn't bear sending my mother-in-law to a nursing home. After getting married, I lived with my in-laws under one roof. My mother-in-law often gave me a hard time. She would make me do all the household chores and scold me if they weren't completed to her standard. Eventually, Anthony's mother became paralyzed on one side and couldn't move freely on her own. Seeing that, I couldn't help but feel bad for her. She begged me to let her stay at home and not send her away to the assisted living facility. I couldn't turn down her request, and that was how I started to care for my mother-in-law. It's already been 7 years since then. It's been really exhausting at times, but I don't regret my decision. That is, up until the point when my husband started threatening to divorce me after his mom dies. There were times when I wanted to get a divorce immediately, but thinking about the past 7 years I had lost, I felt it was unfair to just give up that easily. That was how I started to plan my revenge on my husband. Anthony, your mother passed away just now. Come to the hospital as soon as possible.
I told you I'm busy right now. I'm having dinner with my boss. It's an important meeting that will determine whether or not I get the promotion. So stop texting me.
Are you out of your mind? Your mom just passed away and you're more concerned with getting promoted?
The old woman is dead. I can't bring her back. What else do you want me to do about it? The doctors already said she won't make it by the end of the week. Besides, death is a natural part of life. No one can escape it. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? It's not that deep. My mom suffered more than enough during her lifetime. She was bedridden and couldn't move freely on her own. She constantly had to be cared for. And now that she's free from her pain and misery, she's able to rest peacefully in heaven. Isn't that actually better for her? We're not gonna rush with the funeral arrangement, so just do whatever you want.
How can you call yourself her son? Up until now, you've pushed the responsibility of nursing your sick mom onto me, all while you was sitting back and doing nothing. If you have even an ounce of humanity left in you, shouldn't you at the very least take care of your mom after her decease?
I'm not saying that I won't attend her funeral. I'm just saying that I'll see her at the funeral.
There's no point in trying to reason with you, Anthony. You've lost even the slightest trace of humanity. Fine. I've officially given up on you. I won't ask you for anything else.
Has God finally heard my prayers? That sick old woman is dead, and I'll be divorcing that monster, Mary. Finally, I'm free. Now all I have left to do is enjoy the rest of my life with the $1 billion my late mom left me. Once I find myself a hot new wife, my life is complete. And as for you, Mary, you've worked hard caring for that nasty old woman. Don't hold too much of a grudge for the lost time. Just focus on spending the rest of your life living freely as you please.
Don't worry, honey. I'm not holding a grudge. I'll soon be getting compensated for all the years of suffering I've been through. I'd like to think of the entire experience as paid labor rather than a daughter-in-law's duty.
Compensation? What do you mean?
2 years ago, your mom named me as the sole beneficiary of her entire estate. But I guess you never found out about it until now, that is.
What the hell? How can you do this to me? How dare you snatch my mom's assets away from me?
Have you forgotten the text message you sent me 2 years ago? It was late at night and you were drunk at the time, that once your mom dies, you'll divorce me and remarry someone younger? I was so shocked when I heard that. I devoted myself to this family all these years, only to be thrown away like an old shoe. There was no way I could let that happen. None whatsoever. That's when I decided to do everything in my power to ensure that you wouldn't be getting any of your mother's money.
I don't believe this. I have never seen a more cruel and spiteful woman as you, Mary. So, for the past 2 years, you've been putting up a facade while plotting to stab me in the back? Are you telling me that I have been scammed by a worthless housekeeper like you?
Sorry, Anthony, but yes. Unlike you, your mom was actually grateful toward me. She would give me allowance from time to time as a sign of gratitude. Your mom was also quite generous toward the kids, and she would buy them presents for their birthdays and whatnot. But as far as I know, you're the only one who didn't even get a dime from her. I'm sure you know the reason why.
How do you expect me to know? By chance, that old woman have memory problems like dementia? The way I see it, you took advantage of an elderly woman who was stricken with Alzheimer's, and you manipulated her into giving you all her wealth and assets. Shall we take this issue to court and let the law decide who's right?
Well, your mom didn't have any hint of dementia, even during her last moments.
Then explain to me why my mom decided to leave everything to you.
I showed a film to your mom. It was about a character who was nearing the end of her life. She realizes that she won't be able to bring any of her possessions to the other side. Her money, her house, or her jewelry collection. So instead of clinging onto her material wealth, she decides to distribute whatever she had left to the people who loved and supported her. After fulfilling her last wishes, she prepares herself for her departure from this world. It was a very touching movie, and I think your mom came to a certain realization after watching it, and that's how me and the kids were able to receive so much money from her. It's been 2 years since your mom's passing. Right now, she has about $1 million left in her bank account. Are you not aware of this?
I have no way of knowing that. I'm her son, her flesh and blood. How could that crazy old woman think about handing over her money to everyone else except me? Do you think I'm just gonna sit around and not do anything about this? I'm gonna sue you until I get my money back.
And when was the last time you brought even a glass of water for your sick mother? Oh, that's right. Never. The only reason you cared about your mom was because of her money. Before her death 2 years ago, your mom named me as the beneficiary of her will. So I wonder how you'll be able to sue me for something that is rightfully mine.
It's our joint savings, so I'm legally entitled to half of the inheritance.
We didn't amass this much wealth on our own. This is definitely not a joint savings, Anthony. Nice try. If you want to fight for the money, hire a lawyer first. But before that, maybe you should consider where you're gonna live for the time being. If you're wondering why I'm bringing that up, it's because your mom already sold the house to my parents 2 years ago for a quarter of the market value.
What the hell? That cheaply?
Your mom has been very grateful to my parents. She felt bad for making their only daughter take care of her for 7 years, and thankful for not being sent to a nursing home. So she allowed my parents to purchase the house at a vastly reduced price. It was your mom's way of expressing gratitude for allowing her to quietly spend the rest of her days at home. Come to think of it, my mom also helped out a lot with raising the kids and taking care of the household. Had it not been for her, I wouldn't have been able to nurse your mom all this time. Your mom was kind enough to allow my parents to live in her house for many years. You should thank your mother, Anthony.
Are you insane? Why would I feel thankful for that? Where the hell am I supposed to live now?
Go live with your new girlfriend. You can move in with her.
What did you say?
Oh, don't tell me you didn't think I was aware about your plans to get remarried. I heard you already found someone younger and prettier than me. I already submitted a request for an alimony through my lawyer. You had better prepare that money, Anthony.
You have really lost it, haven't you? Why don't you just go ahead and kill me, huh? Wouldn't that make you feel better anyway? How can you do something so heinous, you vile woman?
Ouch, that's harsh. Anthony, how can you be so hostile toward me? And lastly, I'll be demanding child support from you to be paid regularly into my account, so don't even try to wriggle your way out of it. So that is how our 16-year marriage came to an end. All these years, my ex-husband treated me like a maid and caretaker, only to have everything taken away from him by one person he treated with such disdain. Whenever I think of the look on Anthony's face after he lost in court, I feel so much better about myself. After losing his family and inheritance rights, he moved to a small apartment by himself, or so I've heard. Practically broke, Anthony was soon dumped by his much younger mistress. He'd be hard-pressed to find any woman who's willing to marry a divorcee in his 50s who doesn't own a house or have financial wealth. As for me, I've started working full-time at a local nursing home. I even got certified to work as a professional caregiver. After nursing my sick elderly mother-in-law for 7 years, I realized that this job is actually my calling. I'm extremely happy to be able to help others in need while living with my 2 kids. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.